Okie dokie, we're back. So, I went ahead and I lowered the. Shoot. My mind is just not thinking right now. I lowered the music a little, less than halfway because I realized that I skimmed a bit in our latest video that I recorded. And I was somewhere around when we were in the nightclub, and I realized that the music was really kind of. I mean, I could hear myself, but the background music was a bit louder. I think maybe, or it was quite loud. So I went and lowered it, and it doesn't seem, because right now my headphone volume and my volume on the computer is shoot. I have it as a 6, and even then it feels pretty loud. So I'm not sure if the setting in the title screen is much different from actually playing the game. So I'm not too sure. So I'm gonna go ahead, we're gonna dive in. Let me see, it's 6:13. At around 7 o'clock I'm gonna be getting off so I can do my guild match. Last time we lost, I don't know if I mentioned that. We lost miserably again. We're doing that Grand Coliseum thing. I wish, because one of the main things that I think is a proper perk about Sin of Alice is that you have to do a lot of grinding. And so I'm like, maybe, I mean, you can be 1 or 2 months into the game and I would still consider someone as pretty much a noob, because you have to do so much grinding. You know, you got to get experience points to level up your characters. You need to get separate experience points to level up your weapons. You need another set of experience points to level up your armor that you use, so that it makes it harder for your enemies or monsters in the game to do damage to you. It reduces it. Not only that, but there's also, there's like these things called nightmares. These things you can summon in battle to kind of give you like a boost or do damage to your enemies. You also need a separate set of experience points, and the only way to get those is if you're in a guild. And when you're in the guild, you have to, when you're in the guild, you get points like every day. But I think you get more if you win in guild matches. And it's highly recommended that you do participate in guild matches, because you get a lot of extra items if you are there. But see, the thing is that if you join a guild, because a lot of people have been playing the game since launch date, and so there's a lot of people that are far more powerful than you are, and you can join in on a guild, and some of them have set restrictions, so you can request to join, but if you're not qualified for the restrictions, you're automatically denied. Because I was quite new to it, I thought I had to join a guild, and I joined one, and in no way, it was automatic approval. Because it was labeled as casual, and I joined in, and my guildmates were pretty welcoming, but I did not know how to play. And I definitely caused them a lot of trouble, because there was a lot of things I did not know. And I feel really bad. I feel really bad the first several rounds of guild matches, because I didn't know what the heck I was doing. So but yeah, I felt bad. I felt bad for giving them a good headache, because I didn't know. I made a build of what I thought was good, and it was pretty bad, because it wasn't useful. And then I scrapped my build and I restarted over again, and then I realized not good either, so I scrapped it again, and yeah, I felt pretty bad. So I had to restart like 3 times trying to build a proper build for my guild fights. But I think this is it, guys. So it's just, for me, it's taking me a little bit longer to kind of get my character where I want it to be, so I can be a little bit more competitive, and my teammates, my guildmates, can rely on me just a tad bit more. Just a tad bit more than what when I first started out in the guild. So, formal apology to my guildmates. I am so sorry. Though I should probably directly talk to them. At this point, I'm just too embarrassed to even talk to them because of how bad I am. I'm surprised they haven't kicked me out. I've been expecting them to be like, oh, she sucks. Let's kick this. We don't know this person. We're gonna kick him out. So, you know, as long as they plan on having me, I plan on doing what I can to definitely carry my own. I'm sorry. I feel quite guilty, so I needed to vent about my guild stuff. So, let's see. This is where we left off at. Oh, and yes, I'm actually a little bit further away from my microphone. Normally, I'm quite close to it. Like, I'm speaking directly into it, but I'm currently like maybe a hand's length away from it. I did like a minute recording, and it sounded okay. It didn't sound as close as what the previous video sounded like. But hopefully this should be good enough. Alright. Excuse me real quick. Okay, false alarm. The sauce spilled all over onto my blouse, staining it a disastrous yellow-brown. Ooh. Oh no! The curry sauce is all over you. It's my favorite blouse too. I have to wash it off immediately or the blouse will be permanently stained. I think I'll have to take a taxi home. I'm sad. Looking like baby puke? You should get yourself cleaned up a bit first. Baby puke? More like baby poop. Oh, she's throwing blame now. This is your fault. You're the one who invited me out and caused all of this. I shouldn't have tagged along with you in the first place. Oh shit, no. No, don't take out your frustration out on her. Oh shit. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. Look, there's a 24-hour laundromat nearby. My apartment is just above. You can wait there while it's being washed. Huh? What should I do? I weighed my options carefully. The yellow-brown liquid was seeping further and further into my blouse. The sauce was still warm on my chest and the smell was oh so strong. If my silk brazier were to have a permanent brown stain, I would cry. I wanted to blame Sam for this curry disaster. I know it wasn't actually her fault, but she should take some partial responsibility for this. It's the least she could do. I can understand where the MC is coming from, but I don't think I would have blamed her. I would have thought it in my mind, but like later on, I would have been like, I'm glad I didn't say nothing because, you know, I was the one in the wrong. Shouldn't blame someone for something that nobody had any control over. Hey, Michelle? I left for you a set of towels and some shirts you could change into out here. I'll bring your shirt to the cleaners and I'll come right back up. Just hang tight, okay? Okay. Don't mind the messiness. I'll tidy up when I come back. Thank you. I don't really mind. Okay, make yourself at home. Seems a bit cluttered, but it doesn't look that messy to me. Everything seems to be properly put up except for like what's on the table, but when you live alone, you don't... I mean, it's your mess. You don't quite mind things when it's your mess. But like, all this looks properly put in place. What is this? Family? That looks cute right here. I'm not sure, can you see my mouse? Oh yes, you can. Yeah. I'm just looking at all the details right now. I had Sam take my stained blouse and undershirt to the cleaners. While she was gone, I changed into one of Sam's shirts. It was an odd turn in events. I was quite embarrassed, but at least I don't have to go around in public smelling like a fish ball stand any longer. Another inconvenient thing. What's going on with my luck these days? And right now I'm stuck in Sam's clothes. In her house. Until my clothes, well, what the hell? And right now I'm stuck in Sam's house until my clothes are finished washing. I was so upset earlier. I know it wasn't Sam's fault. I have no one to blame except for myself. I took a look at myself in the mirror. Sam gave me a white button-up shirt to wear for the time being. I saw her other clothes hanging in her open closet. Sam had quite an electric fashion sense. I should be thankful she picked out a plain white blouse for me to wear. It appeared to be the most normal-looking item she owned. The sizing was similar to my own blouse, but the fitting was loose. The shoulders were baggy on my... shoulders. The material was thin. I felt a draft. Things just keep happening when I'm around her, huh? I definitely missed the last train now. Oh girl, you better call your mom. Call your mom, please call your mom. Between taking a taxi home covered in curry sauce or going to Sam's apartment to wash up, I chose the latter option. I wanted at least to limit the embarrassment to as few people as possible. I didn't want to leave washing my soiled clothes for another day. Getting rid of that stain was a time-sensitive issue. Not gonna lie, after snapping at her, I think I would have hightailed it in the taxi. If I had it my way, we would most definitely get the bad ending. I figured my mother wouldn't appreciate it if I turned on the washing machine in the late night. Luckily, there just happened to be a 24-hour laundromat nearby, and Sam's apartment was just above. Our place was less than 200 meters from the station. I'm not sure if you can hear it, but I think my neighbors are moving their trash cans in right now. It's actually quite loud. Our place was less than 200 meters from the station. Not a bad location, I have to say. She lived in a small studio apartment. Her small twin-size bed was a few steps away from a kitchen that only had a portable gas stove and a microwave. There was a small refrigerator, of course, but there was nothing otherwise in the kitchen that would have indicated that it was a place for gourmet cooking. They say that the kitchen is the heart of the home. In Sam's case, it was quite the opposite. While her kitchen might have been quite nondescript, the more personal belongings that filled her den was where she showed her taste. It was not dissimilar to her video store, quite cluttered. I saw fashion magazines, books, tapes, and records stacked out in a disorderly fashion. On the contrary, she arranged her collection of photo books neatly. An old Leica camera stood out on her shelf. It appeared broken, however. Her television set sat on top of a VCR player. I also saw that it was connected to a Laserdisc player. I guess for watching all of her movies. Ouch, ouch. There was so much personality in this small apartment. She made use of her balcony space as well and had left some laundry hanging. I noticed she kept houseplants by the window. They were ordinary potted plants, though they appeared to be wilting. They seemed to say, "Please water me. I'm on the verge of death." I should heed their cries for mercy and water them. I'll borrow a cup. You don't know where the cups are, huh? Oh, I found a cup in the kitchen cupboard. At least her dishes were done and put away. I can't say the same for myself. I actually dread doing the dishes. I feel like it's just a really time-consuming activity. I mean, the funny thing is my mom would do the dishes and I would do all the other chores. Like I would sweep the kitchen, clean off the table, clean off the counter. I'd even do laundry and my mom would still be doing the dishes. And then we switched places at one point. And like, I don't know. I did the dishes and it was basically vice versa. She did a lot of chores while I was stuck doing the dishes, and I felt so like, I guess I had gotten so used to doing all the other chores in the house while she was doing the dishes that when I did the dishes, it just felt so, I don't know, felt trapped, I guess. Like I hated it. I hate doing the dishes because it feels like you'll be there for hours and hours, and then it's like, I'm so tired of the dishes, and then you look and there's still more dishes there. The saddest thing though is that the dishes don't get done unless I do them, because I live with my father, and he'll just run water on the dishes, and then he'll use the bowl again. No, please don't do that. Please fill the sink up with some warm, hot water and let the dishes soak in the water for a little bit. Just for a little bit, and then pull them out of the soap and with a sponge or a rag, whatever your preference is, and properly wash and scrub the dishes of any germs and bacteria with the wash or the rag, and then run it under some water, and then put it out on either the towel or the rack, or dry the dishes and then put them up in the cupboards. Please wash them with soap. Please do not just run them underneath water and use them again. Please don't do that. Please, I beg of you. I wondered if Sam lived alone. From what I saw, it didn't appear to be anyone else living with her. She didn't have a sofa couch, nor did she have any notable pieces of furniture besides a bed and a low table. Was this a comfortable way to live? It would be weird for me to sit down on her bed or kneel on the floor. I stood by the balcony door and curiously looked outside. It seemed like people were still going about their daily business on the street below. It must get noisy sometimes at night here. It felt so strange to be here like this, standing around in someone else's clothes in someone else's apartment. I hope Sam didn't mind too much about today. I didn't expect that. I was like, Michelle? I'm back. Oh, are you watering the plants? Thank you. I keep forgetting to water them. They look so pitiful. Please consider them sometime. Yeah, but they're still alive somehow. If you don't take care of them properly, sooner or later they'll wither away and die. Okay. Your blouse will be done in an hour. We can pick them up in the laundromat when they're done. Thank you so much. I've been a bother to you all night. It's gotten late now. It's not a bother at all. It was all my fault that things didn't go well today. No, it wasn't. I had a good time, really. Don't blame yourself. I see. I'm glad. Would you like to watch something on TV while waiting? I don't want to intrude too much. Please call your mom. Please call your mom. Don't worry. How about I put on a record? Just take a seat and relax. Let me grab you something to drink. Oh, it's fine. I'm not thirsty. Coke? I have Coke. Tepid water is good then. Or tepid water is good then. Hold on, I'm adjusting on the couch. Just water? You don't need to be so reserved. Why don't I make you some warm tea? Would that be alright with you? Sure. Tea would be fine. Okay, I'll be right back. Sam put on a record and went over to the kitchen to make some tea. She had me sit on her bed while I waited. I saw from the cover jacket that it was a Deanie IP record? Deania? She was a popular singer and actress, but I never listened to this particular album before. I was surprised when I saw Sam take out a vinyl record. Yes. Vinyl record. That's how you say it. I would have thought that someone like Sam would have gotten a compact disc player by now. I listened to the music. It was a soft funk song. I think it was a Cantonese cover of an English song. Sighing softly, break my heart. I watched Sam boil water using a portable gas stove. I giggled a little bit. I suppose Sam is more old school than I first thought. Sighing softly without saying a word. Sam, with her back towards me, made me feel a little lonesome. Oh. The water didn't take too long to boil. The little blue flame danced quietly to the music. Before the song had finished, Sam came back with a set of teacups. She had made oolong tea. I took a sip. It was warming. It didn't taste too bitter. I hope you don't mind the place. I know it's a little cramped. I haven't gotten around to sorting out some things. No, it's fine as it is. Your place is close to the station. It's convenient, isn't it? It is. The song you played earlier. Could you play it again? I kinda liked it. Of course, it's my favorite song. Really? I guess I'm showing my age. What do you mean? The disco is good fun, but a part of me is stuck in the days of folk and funk. You know, years ago, Ruby used to be an old funk bar. It was never this flashy until Cecilia took over. I see. You two have known each other long? I suppose so. About earlier. I'm sorry. What for? I didn't mean to yell at you. Or take away your evening with your friend. You didn't. I shouldn't have acted that way. I guess I was being selfish. Selfish? In what way? I don't know. Maybe you could be a little more selfish around me? Sam shifted herself closer to me on the bed. My legs suddenly cramped. I stood up quickly. I have a leg cramp. Sam laughed. I felt flushed. I've been sitting around all day. I needed to walk around a bit. My eyes turned towards the photos. I mean, I figured if you'd have a leg cramp, you wouldn't be walking, right? I mean, I get leg cramps and I'm like, oh, no, I can't move. She got embarrassed, didn't she? My eyes turned towards the photos that Sam had displayed on her wall. Sam had quite an amount of photos on display. I looked through them slowly. Hold on. I don't mean to move the microphone. Sorry. I got you. Sorry, I got some notification. I had to check them because I got my phone on mute and I want to make sure I'm not it's not family that's texting me. I looked at them slowly. What are you looking at? Your photos. Let me move this a little bit closer. That should be good. Am I not allowed to look? Okay, look at that mischievous smile. Look at that mischievous smile. Oh no, please. They're so embarrassing. I noticed that Sam had a framed picture of herself from when she was in high school. She went to a notable Catholic girls' school. I was surprised. I had university classmates who went to the same school. They were prim and proper dainty girls. Not at all similar to Sam. The Sam in this photo looked like a bright-eyed and bushy-tailed student. Her smile was not much different from the way it is now. There was a playfulness in her expression. It was cute. It was like seeing a before and after puppy photo. Exactly. Was that what not I said? Was that she reminded me of like a little golden retriever puppy. I knew it. You see, she's much more comfortable than all that other process that she went to previously. Huh? I saw you smirk. What is it? I mean, okay. We can probably cross this out. Saying you used to look so cute, that sounds kind of teaseful. It sounds a little teaseful. I feel like it kind of matches the mood if we say that. But hopefully we won't hurt her feelings, because you never know with this stuff. And then we can go with something a little like overly sweet and be like, your smile never changed. Okay, so I'm gonna think about it. I think the mood would fit more perfectly. Hopefully it's not a bad choice. You were so cute when you were younger. When I was young. Okay, she looks a bit surprised here. You look so cute in this photo. What do you mean by that? I'll let you know I was the top of my class in math. At one point, I had a sign-up list for classmates who wanted to be tutored by me. Really? That's really impressive. A sign-up list. I can't believe it. It's true. I was good at teaching people how to ace the test. Alright. I believe you. Do you really? I do. I'm sure your underclassmen totally looked up to you. What's that? Are you being sarcastic? I'm not. Here, I'll show you a funny photo. Huh? Sam pointed to an odd photo. Who's that in this photo? It was a photo of a teenage Sam flanked by two muscular men. They were at a picturesque, I don't know that word. Beach? One man I recognized as her father. He was wearing an undershirt and posed for the camera with his arms flexed. The other man in the photo was much younger than her father. He was bare-chested and proudly displayed his muscles. Young Sam was dressed in casual wear. She wore a short-sleeved shirt and shorts. She stood plainly in the center of the photo. She looked displeased. It was an unusual picture. Oh, that guy. That's my older brother. Really? He and my dad liked to bodybuild at one point. Huh? This was taken when I went with my dad to visit my brother in California for his wedding. Your brother was married at the time? Yup. I see. He looks so young in this photo. He's 5 years my senior. He had gone to California to study when he was 19. Not long after that, he called and told us that he was getting married. From his last Christmas card, I think he and his wife are on to their 4th child now. That's impressive. Yeah, that's impressive. Do you have siblings? No, I'm an only child. Ah, I see. Do you get lonely without your brother around? Not really. He teased me a lot when I was a child. He called me names like Bucktooth Billy. My brothers, they used to say I had a pear head. They used to call me Pearhead. There was one time he set fireworks off in the house and blamed it on me. Clearly, I was my parents' fairy child. We bickered a lot as children. I guess we didn't bond much in part because of our age difference. I think that's nice though. I didn't have anyone like that growing up. It was just my mother and father. I'm not sure about a brother, but I always thought that having an older sister would be nice. Is that so? You would make a lovely younger sister, I'm sure. Eh? Sam showed me some more of her photos. There were a number of photos of herself as a child. She seemed like a happy child who liked to sing and dance. A wide, toothy smile could be seen in all her baby photos. Sam must have been quite an endearing child to her parents, and a sweet sister to her brother. When I see her smile like that, I could feel that Sam came from a loving family. When I think back on my own childhood photos, I wasn't as cute or photogenic as Sam. Usually, the camera flash would catch me with the wide open eyes and a stiff expression, much like an animal in the headlights. My father liked to take a lot of photos when I was a child. After he passed away, there weren't many photos taken of me with my mother. My father's camera was kept in a storage box somewhere. Thinking about it made me feel a little sad. It was heartwarming to see that Sam treasured her family photos. I noticed one particular photo. It was larger than all the other photos she had. It was framed and hung on the wall. It's an old picture. You have to show me your pictures next time too, for it to be even, alright? Oh no, they're too embarrassing. Hey, that's not fair. I want to see you as a baby too. I continued chatting with Sam about our childhood while we waited. Time seemed languid. I didn't feel tired at all. Earlier, when I was with Sam in the disco, it was so loud and busy. I couldn't really talk in depth with Sam. When we talked here at her place, there was something about Sam that reminded me of an old school friend. The way we could talk frankly without having to show face was refreshing. With coworkers or even with a relative. Meeting someone also involved showing proper respect. Meeting someone always involved showing proper respect and courtesy. It also involved a bit of showboating of one's education and wealth as well. It was strange, this time I shared with Sam. I had misjudged Sam earlier. I shouldn't let my prejudice influence in my judgment of another person's character. We seek meaning in our lives one way or another. That's just life, for anyone and everyone in this city. When I was with Sam like this, I felt at ease. It was as if I was visiting a cousin's home, despite this being our second meeting. Though sometimes when I turned away, I caught her glance. There was an odd feeling. I didn't know how to explain it. This awkward tension between us. I noticed sometimes her hand would brush lightly against mine when we were next to each other. She leaned in close to talk. I noticed her eyes looked for my reaction whenever she made a funny quip or a compliment. I felt as if I stayed here longer, something more. Oh, huh? I've completely forgotten about the time. Could I borrow your phone? Yes, of course. It's next to the television. I'll stop the record. 1 second. Thanks. Yeah! I don't want to go through this. I don't want to be scolded by the mom. I had forgotten to let my mother know that I would be late coming home. I wanted for her to at least not be waiting up for me. I had made her worry the other night. I dialed my own number with Sam's rotary phone. I should know my own phone number by heart, but my fingers felt clumsy. I kept misdialing. I eventually dialed the correct number. The line connected right away. Hello? Mother? I'm phoning to let you know. Yes, I'm on my way home. No, it won't be long. Please don't worry about me and rest. I know it's very late. I just wanted to let you know I'm alright. Huh? No, nothing of the sort. Something came up. Where am I? I'm just at work. It's been a busy day. I had something to eat, so please, you don't have to wait for me. I'll be home as soon as I can. Don't worry about me. I'm fine. I'll take a taxi home. Bye. I ended the call in a hurry. There was a suspicious tone in my mother's voice. When she has her doubts, she would persist to question me. I hate that. I hate that. My mom has like this unique way of I don't know, cause she acts like she don't realize it herself. But my mom has a way of asking you the exact same question in 5 or 6 different ways. And it feels like you're being so heavily interrogated. But like she will do it on the most smallest of things. Like what did you eat today? She will question and word the question in 5 different ways or 6 ways of what did you eat. Like if she's trying so hard to catch you in a lie. And I don't know about you, but like it bugs me so much. Cause I'm like, I done told you what I ate. Why are you why would I lie to you about what I ate? And like and that's just an example. Okay. Cause like over silly things like what did you do today? What did you eat? What did you do? I mean, there are plenty of other things I could say, but I'd rather keep that personal. Goodness, I hate that. I hate it. I hate it so much. I mean, I can take it from my mom, but if it comes from anybody else trying to pester me like that, I am so quick to like I snap, okay? Because, I can't. Mom is mom, okay? But if it's anybody else, I lose my absolute shit. I had to cut the conversation short. Yes, you have to, because if you don't, she'll keep going. I couldn't tell her that I went to a pub with Sam. That would set off 1,000 more questions. My mother associated pubs with degenerate behavior. Even if I didn't do anything bad, she would assume that I did. Oh, this is my mom right here. This is my mom. They literally put my mom in a game. I was not that kind of person. Why does she have to make me feel guilty about every little thing? I feel that. I feel it. I know, my mom be making me feel guilty over something I ate. You've finished your call? Yes. No, not you too. Why did you lie to your mother about being at work? There's nothing you need to hide. Why? Man. Wow, okay. I can't, there's nothing for me to comment on this. This is just. Wow. Why were you listening in? I just overheard. It's easier to explain to my mother that I'm at work instead of whatever happened earlier. The disco? You could tell her you were with a friend, eating late night snacks and having a chat. She won't believe that. My mother is the traditional type. Anything past 10 p.m. is considered late for her. 10 p.m.? Girl, try 7. Or 6 for that matter. Try 6. Okay, 6 p.m. Anything past that and you're a degenerate. If she knew I went to a disco, she'd jump to the conclusion that I was out doing something else. Really? Is it so wrong to be out late? It's not wrong. It's just for my mom. She'd think it's not appropriate to be out late as a woman. She associates any nightlife with bad behavior. I wouldn't want her to misunderstand. I see. Your mother must be worried about you. I can send you back now if you want. You can pick up the shirt for me another day. No, because if you come home with a different shirt that you left, okay, that's bad. Okay, because you won't sleep tonight. Mama will keep you up all night wanting to know why you have a different shirt on than you one you left with on. I can take care of it. It shouldn't be long now, right? I've already been a bother to you. You could have had a good time in the disco instead if it wasn't for me. No, you don't need to keep saying that. I had a good time with you. I have to be honest with you. I might just be one of the bad girls your mother's warned you about. Oh! No. It was a new experience for me. And I didn't mean to say that you're bad. I never meant it that way. You're different. You're independent. You're cool. You can do anything you want. You're not like that. Really? You think too highly of me. I think you're a charming person, Michelle. Much more than you know yourself. Really? I mean, not sorry. I got too self-involved. I wasn't trashing on the main character. Okay, I wasn't. No, I can't do this. If you're gonna put on some music like that, no. Yeah, Michelle, I enjoyed being with you. Can I see you again? What do you mean I don't know? Of course you're gonna see us again. At this point, you are like pulling all the strings. How can I not give you a chance? How could I not? Yes. Sam. You can? Oh, okay, I got like 2 minutes. Alright. Guys, I'm gonna save. Okay, I got. Oh shit, I got 1 minute!